Hey, Fifi Johnny, how you doing? What's going on? Thank you for being here. Thank each and every one of you for being here tonight. I truly appreciate each and every one. Thank you guys so much. Welcome to Open Discussion. Well, guys, you know how it goes. We go live every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Open Discussion. And we talk about different topics. We talk about different things, but right now we in the heart in oh in the ad. Okay, all right. Let me. So right now we in the heart of gardening. So we basically gonna be more talking about gardening. All right. We will be talking more about gardening, a lot about gardening because okay, all right. Hi, Audrey Living Life. Hi, Fifi Johnny. What's going on? Thank you guys for being here, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Yes, so open discussion is a place where we come and we have different topics about different things. We do not discriminate. We do not want to change anyone's belief. We're not here to change anyone way of life and anyone belief. We just having conversation. All right. Thank you guys for being here. I truly appreciate you guys for being here. So we're gonna be talking about gardening tonight. Hey Mikey at the garden, what's up, man? What's going on? Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for all the support. Shout out to all the moderators. Shout out to all the members. Shout out to all the supporters, all the subscribers. I truly appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time out and come out and let's talk about gardening. Thank you guys so much. Hi, Crafty Mom Creation. How you doing? Hi, Carbon King. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Here. All right. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you coming over here. Thank you so much. From Philly. Oh, from Philly. All right. All right. You are welcome. You are always welcome here. Anyone here for the force tonight, you guys are welcome to come in anytime. We always here, especially on Thursday, where we having conversation about gardening. Okay, so we have a lot to talk about gardening. But remember, guys, we're not here to change anyone way of growing their food. We're just here to have a conversation and share my thoughts of my experience of how I grow food. All right. So thank you guys for coming out tonight again. Appreciate you guys. Let's talk about it. Oh, thank you, Crafty Mom Creation, for becoming a member. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. We truly appreciate you. All right. Yes, guys. So, guys, now as we know, we in garden season. We in the heart of garden season right at this time. And I'm sure that everybody aching to go outside and plant right now. I'm sure people watching their seedling almost every day and just want to pick them up and go outside and plant them. But I don't think it's a good idea. It's definitely not a good idea because what I've noticed these days, I've noticed the weather has changed. Years gone by, even last year, I already almost planned everything I have to plan already in this at this time. I already almost plant down everything. But for what I see going on this year, I'm being very skeptical. I have to hold back because sometimes I even put a plant outside to try it. Like I put a plant outside to try to see how the weather gonna deal with it. And then the way I see it ain't kill it, but the way I see it struggling, I say, nope, not ready to plant. But I cannot wait. And I hope you guys have patience. Because, guys, I'm telling you, you do not want to put in all this work with your seedling and take them outside and the weather destroy them. Have some patience. All right? Hello, the everyday life of an OC district. Thank you for being here. Hello. Hold on, let me see. Did I miss anyone? Let me see. My journey to success, aka our journey to success. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you here. Thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight. Okay, let me see. I'm definitely I could imagine, but don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna end up being mad with yourself. I'm telling you. Even down in my side where it does be so nice in this time. Every morning you get up, it's freezing. So you don't want to put your plans through that struggle and then they got to fight to regenerate itself. No, it's best you just hold on for a few minutes and a few more weeks, and then when you put them out, you have no problem. Hey, Gina versus Gina, thank you for being here. Appreciate you here. Yes, guys, so we're in the heart of gardening, so let's talk about gardening, guys. Let's have a conversation about gardening. Right now, we talk a lot about soil. We did a lot about soil. Right now, we're supposed to be out of talking about soil now. We should be heading about planting. That's where we should be heading now. Planting. We did enough about soil. I talked so much about soil this year that I think I said enough when come at soil. So let's talk about planting tonight. Let's really get into the planting because I would love to see everyone with a beautiful, successful garden with some real healthy looking plant. Hey, yeah, your best life. How you doing? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys here. Thank you guys so much. Yes, I want to see. I don't want my garden to look a certain way, and I want every person garden to look successful, look beautiful, healthy plant. So all I can do is give tips about these things, and it's up to you if you want to apply them. I'm not here to convince you to change your style. I'm not here to do that. But if you look at my garden and look at the way my plants them does look green and strong and healthy, you got to put in the works to able to get these results. I'm not saying you're not gonna get nice, beautiful, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying when you want the most out of your plant, you have to put in the work. When you want the most out of your plant, you got to put in the work. And that's the topic tonight. The topic tonight is getting the most out of your plant. The first thing we're going to start with for the people. Hey, Duval City girl, how you doing? Thank you for being here. We're going to talk with the people. Let me start with our seedling. We did a lot about soil. We did a lot of conversation about soil. So what we're going to do now, we're going to talk about planting. So we're going to start from the seedling tonight. Let's start from the seedling. Okay, before I say that, Thank you, Carbon King. Thank you for being here. Thank you for becoming a member. I truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. Thank you so much. All right. So let's start with the seedlings. Let's go with the seedlings. You guys already know the struggle with seedlings. It's a lot of struggle with seedlings. Some people got to hold their seedling for 2-3 months in order to take them outdoor. It's a real hard struggle, and I know it because I did it. I used to do it as well. So the thing is, you want to make sure while your seedling looking healthy and beautiful, you want to make sure that you bring them seedling outside to get a little shade from the sun. If you have your grow light indoors, please make sure you bring them out to get a little sun, not direct sun. You want them in a shade where the sun is shining, but you don't want the sun to hit them. You want them to get the heat from the sun, but not the full sunlight on it. It sure is. It sure is. It sure is a full time. Yes, so you don't want the to put them direct in the sun, because I've seen it before. You bring them out and you put them direct in the sun, and then leave them for too long and the sun starts scorching their leaf. The reason for that is their leaf is not strong enough to take that heat. So that heat will scorch their leaf and destroy and could really hurt them badly. So you're not trying to get there. So what you're doing, you're coming out with your seedlings and put them with a shade, but they could get the heat. Not the heat, direct sun, they could get the heat. So what you keep doing now, what you do is hardening the leaf of the plant. So by hardening the leaf of the plant, when that day come for you to get up and go outside and plant, the plant is ready. The leaf already prepared for that sun. So you have no problem. It stand a better chance of start growing in that form than if the leaf get damaged. If the leaf get damaged, then the plant got to regenerate these leaves. That's keeping back the plant. You don't want to do that because you have a short growing season. You want to get as much time to grow food than. So you cannot afford to make these mistakes. You cannot afford to make these mistakes. So you have to get your seedlings intact and ready for planting. Right? So after you harden them off, you bring them outside for like half an hour. Then you could transform it from half an hour to an hour. But you just keep doing it and allow the leaf of the plant to get strengthened. So when planting there, you have no problem. All right. So we out of hardening off the seedling. Right? We out of that. Now we're going to be dealing with transplanting. Transplanting is a very delicate time when come on gardening. Some people might say, oh, so what if you damage a root? To me, it's a big deal. For me, to other people, it's cool. To me, it's a big deal damaging the root. Why I said that? I said that because when you damage the root of the plant, these same root, the plant got to regenerate these same roots. The plant got to regenerate new roots. Instead of, if you didn't damage them, what would have happened? It would have just continued growing. But what you do now, you damage the root, so you set back the plant. So now the plant got to regenerate new root to start growing. So it's very important to handle your seedlings pretty well. Very important. It's very important to handle your seedling with care. I don't care what anyone say. I've seen it for myself. I see the result for myself. Once you damage, there's a main root for that plant. You don't want to mess with that main root. The main root is where go and feed. You don't want to damage that main root. That main root, you damage the main root, it's a problem. That plant got to regenerate and start pushing out more root. What could have happened? The plant could have continued growing. So we got to be careful on transplanting. Hi, Big Dog Philly OG, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Okay, did I miss anyone? Hello, Pescatarian Gardener, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. Hello, the Everyday Life of an OC District. Thank you for being here. Good. All right. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I already start hardening off my ceiling. The weather has been beautiful. Right. That's a good thing. Very important to harden off your ceilings. Very, very. Oh, thank you, the Everyday Life of an OC District. Yes, guys. So the plants, the main root of the plant is you don't want to damage that. The white root by the side, them like a white root, you could get away with that. But the main root is what the plant feed from. That's what it take the water. That's what it take the minerals. That's where it take it from. The root. So you cannot damage the root. You have a sharp growing season. You don't want to do that. When you understand certain things, like me, I don't set one plant in a container. I don't have time with that. That's too much container I will have to set. So what I do, I set them a certain way, pretty thick. Pretty thick. But the thing about it now, when you set them like that, you got to know how to push your hand underneath and take them out. Then you separate them. You got to separate them, or you just don't want to damage these roots, because damaging the root gonna back the plant from continue growing. I planted some baby cabbage a few weeks ago. They was real small. I don't know if anyone in here see that video. Really small. But I was so delicate with them. I make sure when I separate them, I didn't damage their root. So even though they were small, now if you see the size of them, the kale, the same thing. If you see the size, I'm ready to eat kale right now. So when you back the plant, you slow in the growth of the plant. Instead of the plant focus on growing, focusing on developing new roots. When it should be developing more roots, not developing the same root they already had, but because you damage them, it got to develop back, try develop back the same root. Hey, Destiny Oasis, how you doing? Hey, live from scratch, how you doing? Thank you guys for being here. Yes. Oh, yes, it's definitely technique to separate them. Yes, it is. Listen to me, if you know you cannot separate these plants without damage their root, then set them one in a container. It will be easier for you to deal with, because like I'm saying, guys, you don't want to damage these roots. I know. I'm telling you. I've been doing this thing for a long time, and I know. When you damage the root of the plant got to regenerate new root. So by you taking care and be cautious, you stand a better chance. I'm not saying, remember guys, I'm not saying if you damage the root, the plant gonna die. That's not what I'm saying. In some cases, it do. It do damage and die. But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it gonna back the growth. It gonna keep it back because now we got to regenerate new root that it already had instead of new root to keep it growing. So this is why sometimes when you plant your plants, you see they take forever before they start growing, before you start to see any progress. It takes forever before they start growing. Why? Because you already mess up their root. Then, if you notice, I've been saying since last year, prepare your garden in the fall. Prepare your garden in the fall, in the winter. Get it ready for the spring. You guys hear me? Here I always say that. The reason for that is when you prepare your soil in the spring, in the winter, in the fall, when you prepare your soil for that time, when you're ready to transplant, that soil already ready, that soil waiting on that plant. So from the time once you damage the root and you dip it in that soil, you see growth. In days, you start to see the difference. You start to see the green. There's a certain green I look for in my plants, a certain green. When I see that green, I know, okay, all right. My job is done with this plant. Let me focus on another plant over here now. There's a certain green your plant give out that indicate to you that I'm okay. You could go deal with another plant, I'm fine. So yes, guys, if you could master these things, I'm telling you, you're in a good shape. So now we talk about seedlings, we talk about transplanting them. So let's talk about planting them. Let me see my plant. I can't do one hard. I hear that, Mike. Why flip it? Yeah, Mike, I've been doing this thing for so long, it become natural now. Oh, man. Absolutely. The soil is waiting to receive. Yes, you're supposed to do it that the soil can be waiting for the plant. Once the soil waiting for the plant, you're in good shape. That's what you want. So when you plant, your plants start growing because you ain't damaged the root and the soil is good, so the plants start growing. My thing is, I have a way of planting. And the way I plant really works for me. So I'm not going to tell you guys to plant my way, but at least you could try. That's all I can tell you. At least you could try. If you really trying for see changes in your garden, you could try. But I'm not here to tell you, oh, don't plant how you know it. Plant like me. But if you're a follower of me and you look at my videos and you check my plants them out, you'll see what I'm talking about. So when come on planting is another place. I really love to plant my plant them as baby, really young, because I do feel a more connection with them. Because what happened is I'm the one who taking care of you, and I'm the one who giving you every care you need. And it gives me that more connection with the plant. And I've learned, I've developed a lot of skills over the years. And I've learned that when you plant deep, it have a lot of benefit in that way. Lots of benefit. So much benefit I can't even name them all. So much benefit. Plant them deep. Always keep their root, the soil around their root, moist, soft. Not even wet, but soft. When you look at your plant, I'm sure you guys see there'll be white roots. I'm sure you guys see there'll be white root, young white roots. These young white roots need soft soil to push through. If the soil is not soft, it's gonna stop them. So it's like they run into a brick wall. You see what I'm saying? And because they run into that brick wall, we're gonna have, when you run into a brick wall, what you do? Is either you figure your way how to fight, climb over it, if you can. Oh, that's it. Or you, however, but at the same time, it slows you down. That's the thing. It slows you down. You don't want to slow down your growth in your plants. Your growing season is too short. Your growing season is too short. You have no time. Listen to me. Someone tell me one time in the comment section. The person tell me, they say, I think your plant them don't have no choice but just to grow. You know? And they're right, because I don't make room for mistakes. You see what you see? The growing season is too short to make mistake. But guys, we know is you're gonna make mistake. I'm just saying, because it take time. But when the person say that, I nearly roll, because this is like your plant just don't have no choice but to grow. That's how you want to make your plant safe. No choice but to grow and produce. And how you do that? Taking good care of them. All right? My soil is waiting on these plants. I'm starting indoors. I'm waiting on the weather to allow me to plant. Well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. It's best the soil waiting on the plant than the plant waiting on the soil. So that's a good thing. And I know you're very anxious of going out now. Believe me, I know. I know the feelings looking at your seedlings and the anxiousness to get out there and plant. I understand. I truly understand. But it's getting there, guys. Don't get discouraged. Don't run out of patience. It's getting there. I like to try my way, also try other people with to see the difference. It just builds my knowledge and experience. This is why I always say I'm not here to train your way, but sometimes it's good to try other things. You see, I will try other things, but one thing I'm not gonna try is using chemical and other things. I'm not trying that. But I will try other ways of growing, but not using chemical. I'm not doing that at all. You see, I planted some brassica, and thank to you planter, I use your method and plant them deep than I usually do. You will thank me later. Thank me later. You're gonna be excited. Thank me later. All right. Great wisdom, nourishment, and patience is the yes, definitely. You cannot do gardening without patience. I don't care what nobody say. Without patience, it's hard to be successful in gardening. Some people might say, man, you could just plant the thing. No, I don't think so. You got to give them care. And you got to have patience to walk with them. When I go in my garden, I walk around and I look at every single plant in the garden, everyone, from root to the top, because I'm looking for strange looks, because I know when a plant is not doing well. These plants tell you, a matter of fact, when you're not, they give you signal. I need more attention over here. You just got to pay attention to these plants. So this is why I go and I look at every plant from head to toe to make sure I already know how I expect my plant to look. I already know the size of the body that I expect them to look. I already know these things. So once I'm not seeing certain things, I know, okay, you got to put in some work here. You have work you need to do here. So to really have a success, listen me guys, I'm not saying people don't have successful garden, but when you're looking for the most out of your garden, just like the topic said, when you're looking for the most out of your garden, there's things you got to do, little tricks and things you got to do. Pay attention. Look, the plants that need more attention. Let me tell you the mistake some people do, right? AC Roberts, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Here the mistake some people do. They have a garden, and the garden look nice, but they have a few plants. Say they might have 100 plants, and 98 out of the 100 plants looking beautiful, but 2 plants over there struggling. And what some people do, they leave them and allow them to just pass because they're focusing on that 98. Oh, I have 98 here. Them two could go. No, I will leave them 98 and go and walk on them too. Because I don't plant food for plants to die. I don't do that. Every plant I chuck in the soil, I want them to grow. I want something from them. So this is why I walk around and look at every plant, the size. I already know the picture, the size of this plant. I already picture the size it was last year. You see? I don't know, maybe I'm just a person that dig deeper into garden. To some people that might be, man, please. But to me, it's a big deal. I don't like to see dry leaf in my garden. I can't stand seeing a dry leaf. So what I do, I put in extra work to prevent that. Which we're going to be talking, not tonight, we're going to be talking more about planting, gardening every week. Don't forget, guys, we live here every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now it's garden season, so yes, we're going to be talking about a lot of gardening. Bounce up and smash up. All right, C. Roberts, thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you here. That's true. You didn't give those plants. No, I don't give them no option. I just ready. When I plant them, I ready to go. Hey, James Franklin, how you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Yes, man. Long time AC. Thank you for being here. Hello, Lashes Johnny. How you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Hey, RG Living Life, how you doing? Thank you for being here. That's what I do, planter. I walk through and look at my plants every day. Yes. You look you're looking for problems. When I say looking for problems, you're looking to see if anything wrong. If one you plant, because sometimes you might stay away from your garden for a few days, and when you go back, you can't believe what you see. What you see, you see. So if you can go every day, even if it's for an hour, you should definitely go. Walk around, see. You know, I'll be in the night, I'll be sitting down and thinking what I'm going to do tomorrow in the garden. Thinking which plant I'm going to walk on tomorrow, which plant I'm going to be taking care of. I don't know. That's just me, guys, because like I said, I'm not going out in the garden to plant food to pick two peppers and okay with it, or two okra off of a tree all year, two or two tomato off a plant, or I'm not satisfied with that. So I put in the work to able to get good result. Hey Ricky Life 365, how you doing? Thank you for being here, man. What's going on? Yep. You can't plant these things and tell yourself you're just gonna plant them and walk outside. I'm enjoying watching my ceiling first thing in the morning. I agree with you, and I understand fully. I understand fully what you're saying. I got to look at them. With any chance I get, I'm looking at them. That's awesome. Yes. Miss Audrey, you doing it too? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Thanks everyone for yes, thank you guys. We appreciate you guys here. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Hey boy, Blue, how you doing, man? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Appreciate you here, man. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. All right. Doing great. Okay, all right, all right. Hey, Niven Abla, how you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Oh, you're live on board. Oh, really? Okay. Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for telling me that. Oh, wow, I didn't even know that. Thank you so much. 21 like, oh, wow, guys, thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate you for hitting the thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys. I hope this information I'm giving out here, you guys could take some of it if you like and apply them and see how they work for you. All right. Oh, thank you, Audrey Living Life. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Carbon King, what's up? Panda, is it possible to get your email for a question? Okay, you can go. You can go in my bio. My email is there. All right. In my about page, if you go there, you're gonna see my email. All right, Carbon King. Go in the about page. My email is right there. All right. Thank you, Planter, for sharing your wealth of God. Oh man, thank you so much. Thank you, boy Blue. I appreciate that, man. I'm just, you know, I appreciate that. Just trying to motivate, want to see everybody successful, man. You know me already. I want to see everybody garden green and pretty. You know, no, guys, we don't want to see no dry leaf. Okay, I'm giving you guys. You know what, guys? I'm basically giving you guys a blueprint of gardening. I wonder if you guys know that. I wonder if you guys know. And you know what? I could back every word I say, and that's a good thing about it. Okay? But I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out tonight. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Fifi Johnny. I appreciate that. All right. So where were we again? We are planting. Yeah, we know was talking about planting. Planting deep and how you do that. No, there's a point in time. There's a point in time. Right? There's a point in time. Hey, Sheed, we here. How you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Thank you for being here, man. Yes. At a point in time in gardening, you got to also know when to put. I'm giving you guys a lot of information here tonight, guys. All right? You got to know when to deal with fertilizer. When I say fertilizer, I'm not talking. You use whatever works for you, but I'm not talking about that type. I'm talking about feeding your plant. There's a certain time you're supposed to feed your plant. Well, for me, and I only could share what I do. When you want to fertilize your plant, what you do, you with me, right? What I do, your soil is good, so you plant your plants in the soil. Once the plants start growing, I feed my plant. When the plants start, that's the first stage. The first stage of fertilizer, that's what you use it. I'm not telling you what to use. I don't use fertilizer. I use my own compost. So I feed them. When they start growing, I give them a nice little dose. And when they start getting ready to push out flowers, when they're ready to start produce, you know, like a woman get pregnant and she need that strength. She need that strength to able to push out that baby. That's what I'm talking about. So you have to strengthen the plant that when it's ready to start push out baby, it have the strength, it have the energy, it have everything to just keep pushing, just keep pushing out food. All right, that's my way. So if you guys want to try, it's all up to you, but I really cannot. This is just the way I do my stuff. And if you follow my channel, you will see the success I gain from growing food. I've been doing gardening for all my life. Since about 4 or 5 years, I've been doing gardening. I learned from grandparents, parents, uncle. You know what I'm saying? So I continue the same method and never change. I make my own compost. I do not add meat in my garden. I only add meat in my I only add the things in my compost that I grow out my garden. Nothing comes in my garden. It's got to grow right there. My compost, I only use leaf And like the trichum, the rotten trichum, that's what I use. So I have an organic garden. That's what I'm doing. An organic garden, which I'm encouraging you guys as well, not telling you what to do, but I'm encouraging you guys to try and grow organic food. You will get a better taste and you will get a lot more benefit. All right. Hello, Ngozi, NK, Dikati, how you doing? Thank you for being here. We appreciate you here. Thank you so much. The channel membership is all right. Thank you, Fifi Johnny. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, let me go to the chat. All right, Destiny Osis. All right. Well, okay, let me see. Okay, somebody, yeah, your best life ask a question. Okay, let me see. All right, let me answer some question before I move on. Planter, when should you start using compost on your plant? Okay, what I will do, yeah, best life. You need what I do. I start doing it in the fall. I start like the area where I'm gonna be planting. I start adding compost in that area, right? So when I plant, I don't need to add anything because there's compost, there's food already there for the plant. When they start growing, that's when I add some compost, and that's what it's called fertilizer. I don't really go at them. That's my type of fertilizer. So I add when they start growing. As soon as they start, you see flowers. Once you start see flowers, you add more to it because, like I now mentioned, it's like a lady making baby and got to strengthen herself to feed that baby. You see, she got to. It's the same thing with the plant. Same thing with the plant. Okay, let me see. Planter, I never thought of it that way. Very interesting, and it makes sense. Yes, sis, I've been doing this a long time, and I'm telling you the honest truth. I've done my own research, I've done my own experiment, and I have learned a lot of things. It didn't happen overnight, and I'm gonna keep saying this. I didn't learn all I know overnight. It takes time, but like you said, it definitely makes sense. Just like a lady pregnant, she needs strength to feed a baby, is the same thing with the plant. So if the plant didn't have enough strength, how could it produce baby? Yeah, it might produce 2, 3 for you. I don't know if you guys know. Well, for the people who follow me, do you guys see my pepper trees them? How they does full with peppers? Sometimes my bell pepper tree have had 15 peppers one time, 20 peppers. And guess what? As soon as you harvest, there's more pepper coming in. Last year, I believe I harvest over 200 pounds of pepper. I'm telling you this right now. I make so much pepper sauce and I give away so much pepper. But this year, I'm cutting down on the pepper. I'm definitely. So, like I said, it's very important to know when to feed your plant, know when to give them what type of food you feeding them with. Know when it's certain time. Once you this time you have no problem. What should I? Okay. I agree. The best way to take care of your garden is feed the garden, what the garden. Yeah, Definitely. Definitely. I'm good. I miss you all for a little while. Okay, all right. It's Psalms 146. How you doing? Thank you for being here. All right. Background list. All right. No problem. No problem. All right. Let me go down in the chat, see what's going on. All right. Okay. You're welcome, Yaya Best Life. She can't make weed. She can't take the weight of the pepper. Exactly. You see the size of peppers I just produce from my garden. And guys, I do not use no fertilizer, like buy fertilizer and put on my plant. None of that. Organic. Organic. Growing my food organic. Yeah, Ricky Best. Yeah, man. I have some serious pepper last year. The honest truth, sometimes I don't show a lot of my harvest. Why? Because it's too much. It's too much. Sometimes I just, every 2 days, I grab a bowl. I'm coming out with a bowl full of pepper. Every 2 days. This is what you're looking for. You're looking for the most out of your plants. The most. And you could get the most. You just have to do what you got to do to get the most out of them. Your pepper should continue bare until the last frost. You see, after the frost, we know that's it, if you ain't take them indoor. But you should have pepper from the time they start producing right down to the end. You should be harvesting. Okra, same thing. Tomato, well, tomato sometimes depends on the breed of tomato you have. Sometimes it might be for a few months and then it starts drying down. But if you look at my videos last year, my goodness, that's another thing I harvest. I harvest tomato. I think I harvest too much tomato last year. I was just harvesting and just give them away. It was so much. That's what you want out of your garden. The most out of your plant. So you were saying also, if you want the plant to produce less for whatever reason, then you lessen the feeding. Is that recommended? Well, I never want them to put I never want them to produce less. So no, the thing is, what I'm saying is, right? I never want mine to produce less. I just want the most. But what I'm saying is, if you feel like your plant is producing not enough, too much, and you want it lessened down, then you don't give it that dose of manure when it start growing. You just leave it for grow with the manure you had mixing day before. Just leave that. Don't add that second dose. You see? So yes, you have a point. The less you give it is the less it's gonna produce. But I'm not saying to overdo it as well. You see? You give it the dose in the middle when they start growing, you see they start growing, and you naturally see they start growing. Then at the flowers in time, when they start produce flowers, you can give them. If you feel you don't want them, don't give them at that stage. Just let what you give them, let it deal with that. So that might slow them down. But that tree process I mentioned really helps. I don't know if I answer your question. Why would you want it to? I don't know. I ain't gonna be pleased at all. Okay, guys, if you have any questions so far, you could put them in the chat and put like a like what you see Fifi Johnny have here. Put the question sign behind so I can see it and try to answer to the best of my ability. All right. Planning purpose, maybe relocating different plan, maybe room for others. Okay, all right, got you. Last year was also a great harvest year for me. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, the way you plan deeper this year, I'm even expecting you to have a more successful harvest this year. My bell peppers from last year start bearing again. I thought it was going to die, but I remulched and it came back to life. Did you take them in? Were you okay? Did you take them indoors or are you in a tropical area? Did you take them indoors over the way? Well, I'm not sure where you are, but they do come back. They do come back. Like for instance, for the people who in the cold area, you could take them indoors and keep them in, make sure you create an environment for them that they can survive. But they will come back. Oh, yes, you did. Got that right. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you for that. Put the red question. Right. Any question? Put the. Okay, all right. Got you, brother. Got you. Okay. Yeah, once you take them indoors, they definitely will come back. Once you give them the space for the environment that they could survive, yes, they will definitely come back. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Oh, thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate you guys checking out my put on my other channel. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Peace and love to each and every one of you guys. In addition to give away some of the harvest, do you can yes, I do. I basically I did scan some the peppers and most I did can a lot of peppers and make pepper sauce. But this year, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to grow more food, actually food that you can save, not the food that you have to use for the refrigerator. I'm trying to grow food in case there's no electricity. Maybe for a week, you just never know. A week or two. See, there's no electricity, but you have a fridge full of food. You see the problem what could happen there. So my thing is growing more food that I can just put in a corner or in an area and it's store for itself. It lasts for a couple months. So this year I will not be growing too much tomato. I will not be growing too much pepper. Pepper, the honest truth, is one of my favorite plant. Pepper and okra. But the thing with pepper is not a meal. Pepper is something for give you flavor. You know what I'm saying? You want to grow stuff that could actually give you a meal. You see? Like squash, pumpkin, these kind of stuff, these things will actually give you a meal that you could cook for your family. You can't cook pepper as a meal. So this is how I look at it. I don't know. You have another child. Yes, brother. Yes, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do. I do. Well, okay. Let me mention this tonight. Guys, I have another channel where I'm going live tomorrow. I go live on that channel on Friday night where we have Caribbean night. When I say Caribbean night, talking about how we grow up, the food we used to eat, how the school condition, how we used to go and change the animal, all different topics. You know, basically the culture. So if you guys interested, you can always join. You can always join and, you know, have a good time with us. So, okay? Okay, that's the channel right there. Thank you, Fifi Johnny, for that. So on that channel, we do Friday night, we talk about how people grow up in different islands and the food, the culture, the school, and you know, how you know, I mean, it's fun. So if you're interested, you can always join us on a Friday night. Okay, let me get back in the chat now. Do you save your Edo from your harvest? Yes, bro. Yes, yes. Listen to me. Well, you know, this year is gonna be a bigger harvest this year with Edo. Ricky Life 365. Yes. I harvest over 75 pounds of Edo last year. And what I do when I harvest, I cut the head and I bury them back in the soil. And when I look, they start shooting right now. Plus, I save a lot that I already replant. So very soon, maybe in 2 or 3 weeks, my garden gonna be looking green because them Edos already start shooting up. Yeah. Pepper asked exactly. You see what I'm saying? So you can't grow pepper because too much because you actually trying to grow food. You see, I love pepper and it's one of my favorite plant, but I got to think about food that you could actually create a meal. All about it is not a good channel. Thank you, Audrey Living Life. Yes, because we trying for share people here tonight. We trying for really share information that people can, because we're trying to grow. We want everybody to have a successful garden. That's what we're trying to do here. Thank you for that. Pepper are my favorite. I will still be growing. I give you wrong. Is what listen me. For years, it was my favorite plant. I just growing a bunch of pepper. I'm still, don't get me wrong. I still will be growing peppers, but not as much as I used to. Not as much as I grew last year. No. Yes, I love green bananas. Okay, all right, all right, all right. Yes, guys, that's the link. So, Ricky, if you could check, I mean, you could join us tomorrow too, man. Anyone who wanna join tomorrow and let's talk about the food, the life. You know what I mean? It's fun. It's fun. I'm gonna start monkey pepper to go. Where Mike? Them pepper. Where Mike? Hold on, Mike. Hold on, Mike. Them pepper. So they're doing good then. If you go in and put them out, though, that mean they're doing good. That's nice. Good to hear that. Okay, James, I bet it's all different. James, I mean, I wouldn't say it's different, you know. I just think, you see, the difference is the distant people used to walk to go to school. You will have to walk 3 miles just to go to school. And guess what? You used to have to come home at a lunchtime. You have an hour lunch, you got to pump, go home, eat lunch. You know, so yes, so it's interesting. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Yes, that was a huge harvest. Yes, yes, man. I had a beautiful Edo Harp there. Listen to me. It was beautiful. Some nice sizes, though, too. Yeah. Hello, John Shoot 67. How you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? It start now. It's get it 2 months head start. Hopefully. Okay. Yeah, man. Definitely enough. Definitely enough. 2 months head start is pretty good. Okay, I meant not that different. Okay, all right, okay. No, not that different. It's basically close. But yes, guys, I want to see everybody be successful in any form possible. We're dealing with God, and so I want to see everybody. This is why I choose to take time to come out and share information about gardening, because I also know there's plenty people who now begin gardening. Orgy Living Life, guys, don't forget Orgy Living Life is a new gardener. Please give her that support, that encourage her. All right? And don't forget, guys, we have a garden, herb garden challenge going as well. Please support however you can. If you can watch the videos and give a comment, encourage people, because listen to me, guys, this means a lot to me. Okay? I know how it feels. Get up, walk outside, pick some fresh herbs out your garden and make some tea. Fresh tea. I know how it feels. Walking out your garden and pick some nice seasoning to put in your pot. Fresh. I know how it feels. And I'm encouraging people to do that because it's a good feeling. We also able to learn about different herbs we never even heard about. It giving us the opportunity to become more knowledgeable about these herbs. Because the herbs you growing, someone else is not growing that. So by you looking at them, you seeing what they're growing. And they might give you some information of how they grow it. So it make it way easy for you when you decide to grow them. So shout out to each and everyone who taking part. Don't get discouraged. Keep pushing up them videos. And guess what? For next year, we're going again. We're going with this herb garden challenge again for next year. Next year, you just got to do 10 plants this time instead of 5. Everyone is ultra supportive. I'm blessed to have this community as my garden. All right, all right, all right. So wonderful. Yes, so let's make this gardening year a beautiful year, and please try to save as much seed as you can because you just never know. Okay? Save as much seed as you can because you just never know. All right? Hello, Dorinda Fulton. How you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? Okay. So we talk about seedlings. We talk about hardling the seedlings. We talk about hardling the seedlings. We talk about planting. We talk about when to add manure. We talk about growing. So let's talk a little about harvest time now. And after this, I'm going to drop the link if anyone want to ask a question related to gardening. Okay? But harvest time. Moon. We dealing with the moon when with harvest time. Before full moon, before the moon is full, okay. Thank you, Fifi. Before full moon, if you look at your plants, do you record everything you plant? Yes, I record everything I plant. I have records of this is why I know so much because I have records of how I grow food. And I'm my own research of plants. So yes, I have from beginning to start with my plants then. Yes. Right, so let's go back. We're talking about full moon. I don't think it's a good idea to harvest on a full moon. I don't think it's a good idea to harvest on full moon. I think on a you're supposed to harvest before the moon full or after the moon full. When the moon full and going back, that's when, well, you know what, guys, I'm not going to tell you when to harvest. But this is when you get the how to put it, the nutrition out of your plants. That's when you get everything out of your plants. Because the moon have some the moon do something to the plants when it's full. You see what I'm saying? You got to before, to me, you got to do it before or after when the moon is going back. You get more nutrition, your plants smell stronger, the taste is different. Do your own research, guys. Try harvest on a full moon and try harvest before and try harvest after, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Hello, Sonia and Clan, how you doing? Thank you for being here. I hope I pronounce your name right. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you here. All right. Yes, Jones Truth, I do. I record because I need to know. And I do, my memory, I have a good memory as well, that once I see it, I know it. So yes. So gardening is, okay, let me. So guys, we touched the whole base of, I don't know. I gave so much information tonight, guys. I don't know. You guys, when you're coming in this live, guys, if you're really interested in gardening, sometimes you might have to jot down certain thing because it's so much information that some might just slip away. Some might just slip away because it's so much information. And I can go and I can continue going, but I think it's enough for one night. I think it's enough for one night. So thank you, Ricky. Thank you. So if anybody want to come and have a and ask some question or say something about their gardening, or want to talk about the Herb Garden Challenge, I appreciate that. Hey, Texas Lala, how you doing? Thank you for being here. What's going on? All right. Thank you, guys. I truly appreciate you guys. Hey, Sissy Texas Garden, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you here. You guys, thank you guys so much for coming out. Appreciate you guys for coming out. I hope this information really able to motivate and help somebody tonight of who, I hope it can help and motivate you guys. Thank you for sharing the blueprint. Appreciate the warm welcome and hospitality from you and your moderators. Have a great evening. Oh man, thank you for that, Carbon King, man. Appreciate you, man. You always welcome, man. Don't forget, man. We here every Thursday talking about gardening. And then you could also check. I post video very often. So thank you for coming over here, man. You have a blessed and wonderful night, man. We appreciate you, all right? Thank you. So is there anyone want to come up? All right. Oh, Ngozi. All right, Ngozi, good night. Thank you for coming by. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So I did all the talking now. So I want to know what you guys, what you plan so far, and what's your goal? What you trying to achieve out of your garden this year? What's your goal and what you trying to achieve out your garden this year? Are you gonna be planting something that you never planted before? A fruit tree, a different type of herbs? Talk to me, guys. Talk to me. Talk to me. Let me know what you guys, what you trying to accomplish out your garden this year. Okay, let me hear. My first time planted article. Oh, really? Okay, that sound good. Listen to me. Every year, guys, every year, you should try to plant something new. Something you didn't plant the year before, you should definitely try to plant something every year. Just keep adding. Just keep adding something. So that's good for the first time. That's wonderful. Dorina Fulton, that's wonderful. Okay. I want to see a decrease in my oh wow, that's interesting. That's interesting, and I agree with you 100%. I come up with the idea a long time ago. I don't think I should be spending, and I've been doing it before food get this expensive. Food get ridiculous expensive now. So I realize, man, I'm glad, I'm happy that I start doing this because you're able to save so much. The honest truth, guys, I try to grow that I ain't got to go to the supermarket. You see, right now, I already start harvesting kale, so I'll be eating kale and mustard greens and these kind of stuff because I love vegetables. So I'll be feeding myself with vegetables until cucumber start coming in, tomatoes start coming in, till the squash them start coming in, till the beans them start coming in. So it's saving me a bunch of money at the same time. So I like the song of that, Nikki. I love the song of that. My garden will be different from last season. Garden. Okay, all right, all right. I'm looking forward, James. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to see that. I want to replace some of my grocery planting for first time. Really? This is your first time this year? Well, welcome. Welcome to the garden. Welcome to the garden. Now you start. Welcome. Welcome. I'm so happy to hear that. At least you just decide, let's go. Don't wait, procrastinate and wait 5 years from now. Start now. I appreciate you. Thank you. Keep growing. And yes, if you continue growing, you will be replacing your grocery. I'm telling you that now. And it will save you a bunch of money. Well, you see, going in the grocery store, how expensive it is. You see. So you grow things that you love and things that you eat, so you wouldn't have to go and spend a bunch of money. And you in the Herb Garden Challenge, which is good as well, because it's your first time and you actually starting from seed. That's awesome. That's awesome. And at the same time again, you will be harvesting herbs for your own self. What a blessing. What a blessing. I'm planting enough veggies for myself and enough to sell at the flea market. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I agree with that. You planting for you and you able to make some money at the same time. I agree with that. I agree with that. I planted Swiss chard for the first time. It did great. Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. Meant to say first time plant. Oh, okay. Okay, still, okay. It's your first time planted bees. Okay, so you've been planting before. Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Your plant information is best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Trying radish this year for the first time. Oh, really? For your you know, listen to me, man. I have a rabbit that's run through my garden, and you see, like radish, it will eat them down flat to the ground. But that's wonderful, Ricky. That's wonderful. I don't eat artichoke, but the plants are so pretty. Oh, okay, okay, all right, all right, okay. The price of grocery, definitely the price of grocery has doubled. You remember walking out the supermarket, you want to spend $100. You need help. Time's gone by. Now $100 is one in one bag you coming out. Yeah, you're surely right. 100 and I only have 10 items in my can. Yeah, for real, for real. That is so true. Time it's definitely double. This year I want to grow lots of okra squash, things to make sauce, salsa. New plants this year, lettuce, collard green, hipso. Will plant kale soon and got new blueberry. Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's a lot you do in there, Psalm 146. That's wonderful. The price keep in yes, yes. It keep increasing and the salary remain the same. I haven't eaten this many vegetables all my life. Really? All right. Well, it's a good thing. It is a good thing. Especially you growing it yourself, CC Texas Garden. You the one growing it for yourself. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Your plans start. YouTube shorts are very okay. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. I want to make smoothies, so I will also plant more. Exactly. This is what we got to do. Things you love, you plant. So it will help you save a lot of money all through the summer, even through the fall. Try to grow as much as you can that you could have food last you for a long period of time. I'm growing two new fruits, this new herb and trees for teas, planting okra, kale, kohlrabies, pak. Okay, wow. For the wow. And cabbage for your first time? Oh wow, that's amazing. Okay, all right, all right. Hey Urban Gardener, what's going on?
Not much, man. I was just here in the bushes listening, but I'm putting the girls to sleep 1 second. But I'm just talking about the garden. I'm looking forward to this year, even
Okay.
though I'm not going as big with all the different plants. But I'm gonna try some new plants, some more hot peppers. I'm trying this year, and I actually got my marijuana to germinate this year.
Oh
Hold
wow.
on, let me flip the camera so you can see. Hold on, how do I flip this camera? 1 second. I want to show you the girls. Hold on. Is that the right camera? Hold on, technical difficulties. Now
Okay, all right,
trying to flip
all
the
right.
camera to show you.
Okay, you go ahead. You
Um.
go ahead.
Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. I'm in the dark shed because it's past their bedtime. But let me show you.
Okay.
Um. Can you see them?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh,
So they're.
wow.
So I'm just making sure they gone to bed because I came back late. So I have to come out here
Oh,
with my machete. Make sure.
well,
So
you finally get them. I hear you was talking about them
yeah,
for
I
a
got
while,
them. I'm just
and you
checking.
finally get
So if you
them.
see today,
Okay.
see that one. All I see is pure foot. I can't see. You gone to bed, girl? Okay, they're gone to bed.
Yeah, I seeing them. I seeing them.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's my this year it's more about just building the infrastructure, not really as much as like the plants, but like the animals. I'm getting more
Mm,
trees this year. I'm getting stuff like that. Rain catchment set up. Make sure
okay.
I can catch the rainwater because it seem like there's so much stuff going on as you can see in these streets, the food and the grocery prices and the contaminating the food and stuff. I'm
Got
making
you.
sure that I can sustain myself to some degree.
Make a lot of
Just to
sense.
make
Make a lot of sense.
yeah.
Make a lot of sense. I agree with that. You got to do what you got to do that at least in case anything, you have stuff to last you. I agree with that.
Yeah, you have stuff to last. And I think also like what I even realized this week, we have to, you always saying we have to reconnect back to the earth, and it's so true. We have to reconnect back to the earth because that's what's missing in society. We're all doing this fast-paced lifestyle, and it's not good for us. Our health
Yeah.
is declining and under so much stress, and it's like we're not made to live like that.
Yes,
We're
yes,
really
yes.
not made to live like that.
Yeah.
So
The
I'm
more we
trying to
run,
get back to an old-fashioned way of living.
yeah, the more we run from nature is the more we got to run back because you can't do without nature. You know what I'm saying? Okay, when Nikki say, I need to invest in more fruit trees and berry bush. Make a lot of sense. Make a lot of sense. You need fruit trees. I agree. Yes. Let me see. I also
Yeah,
dropped
so
some.
that's what I'm doing, but I'm trying to do some, different kind of plants this year. Try to expand, So the hot peppers I'm trying to do, they haven't germinated yet. Some of these peppers take a long time. I had them on a heating mat, but I still don't see no germination. So I'm just gonna wait and see.
Well, don't wait too long. Once you ain't see nothing, show somewhere in the soil. You understand? Don't wait too long.
That's what I'm thinking. Like tomorrow, if I don't see nothing happening, I'm gonna just drop some more seeds tomorrow because with the heating mat, I should have seen something already. I think
Okay,
something should have
got you.
happened already. So
Yeah. If it's me and you, I want to drop some more.
okay.
Hey, Tuna, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Okay, this weather is crack. I agree.
And hey, everybody in the chat, I don't see. I'm not watching the comments. But I got the next phase working on, and that's what I'm doing.
Okay, okay. I see you doing your thing, man. I see you doing your thing.
Yeah, I have to have my cutlass because you can't play around at nighttime in the street.
Oh wow, I see.
Well, yeah, I have things going on here. So yeah, I'm taking
Okay.
heed to your counsel. I'm listening and I'm applying it. So rest assured, some of us are taking your words seriously. We're not here joking around. We're taking it seriously.
Yeah, that's good, man. Because I've been saying a lot about gardening, and I've been saying for a while now. I just trying to motivate people that people can actually, help themselves however they can.
Exactly. However you can. The
Yes,
goal is to try to get as much seeds as I can this year to share with different people so that they can get some of these varieties that they can't buy in the store so that they can
exactly,
share it with other people.
exactly. I I bought. Okay, somebody. Destiny also say I bought a board actually. Oh, really? Well, that's wonderful, Destiny says, because I found some in my yard and I dig them out, transplant them, and they're doing pretty good right now. So that's good. Do anybody in the chat know about burdock or growing burdock?
I've never grown burdock, but I was surprised. I think it's been growing in my backyard as a weed from a long time.
This I did a video about that, telling people
I
you might
saw the
have
video, but I
to.
didn't watch it yet. But is it the one that when it get fit, it has like those velcro burry things on it?
It do produce a nice, pretty flowers. And
And then
it
when
grows.
the flower get old, it has a Velcro thing, like it gets stuck on your clothes.
I think so. I think so.
I had this all around Canada. Never knew that was the same as burdock root.
They grow. Listen, me. They grow.
Never know.
They grow everywhere, man. I saw them and I couldn't believe what is burdock. Okay, somebody asked what is burdock. Burdock is a herb. It's a herb that you can. It's very. It have a lot of benefit.
Lot of benefits.
Yeah.
Lot of benefits. And then Lasha shared one on a video today. Some other root. I don't even know that root before. Never hear of it before. It looked like ginger, looked like ginseng, but some different root. I don't know if you
Oh
saw her video.
no, I saw the video.
Yeah, check out the video she had today. Some other root. But let me show you my little growth section now. My little plants I'm going to go on here, so.
Hmm.
I'm going to have a whole heap in here on the mat, so they're taking their time. I'm going to drop some more. I'm going to have my grass grow.
Oh wow! Oh wow! They look green, man.
What? Nice, pretty easy. And I'm
They
gonna
look
drop some more. And
green.
then I have the still have my indoor something to go on, go on here. So
Mm. Oh wow! They're looking pretty nice.
yeah, I'm doing my thing.
That's
I'm double
wonderful.
dabbling and everything.
That's wonderful. Wait, let me see who come up in. Okay, let me see. That's nice. All right. Let me see. Is anybody new up in? Hey, Buji Pepper, how you doing? Thank
Hey
you for
Bougie.
being here. What's going on? Well, sis, I see you doing your thing, and I like that. I like that. Gross. I like that. You're doing what you got to do to make things work. I like that.
Yep. So I'm
What?
gonna get into some more herbs. So I need the burdock. I'm gonna figure out that burdock root and the flower and see if I can get some seeds from it this year.
Yes, I'm trying
Now that I
myself.
know what it is, yeah.
I'm trying myself to, because what happened is I always think looking for the plant, and I never saw the plant before, and no, not saw it before, like see it. And then one day I go out and I see, last week I see the plant. I'm saying, wow.
Oh, you
And
have
then
somebody backstage, planter.
I got somebody backstage.
Yeah, come and see them in the private shot.
Oh, Shams. Oh, GT Judah. Oh,
It's
God,
cat,
sorry,
yeah,
man. I
cat
see you, man. Oh, Shams, sorry for that, man.
Nope.
Oh,
I've been
boy.
back in about 15 minutes, but
Oh, yeah? Oh,
I
yeah.
man.
didn't
Sorry
see
for
you.
that, man. Sorry for that. Sorry for that.
No, it's all good. I heard Herb and I was like, oh man, I hope the link's still on there. I want to go up there. I want to ask him some questions.
Yeah, go
She got
ahead.
me.
I'm just got home from a busy day, but yeah, I'm here.
Sorry for that.
How long ago did you start the hot peppers?
Hold on. Let me get my little spreadsheet because I was behind, but I would say maybe
What?
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
Yeah, like I have a spreadsheet, right? And you plug in your frost date, your last frost date, and it
Mhm.
tells you when to start them indoors so you know when to plant them outdoors. Because I found last time I had everything starting at the same time, and I had to keep up potting them in the house, and it was just too much up potting and too much work. So I said, I'm gonna be done with that. Let me plant stuff so that I can get them out in the soil at the right time and not have to babysit them in the house.
Okay,
So the
okay.
hot peppers, they were supposed to plant March the 10th, but I think I planted them March the 31st. March the 31st. And I'm looking back and then hold on, let me look at them again. Let me look at them again.
How did you do it?
I had them on a heating mat. So the jalapenos popped up already. The chili
Mm-hmm.
peppers popped up already. My eggplants, my okra already popped up. You can see how big those are. These are like almost 2 inches tall.
How
And then
tall? Let me see your light now. How far away is your light? Oh,
It was lower though. I had it down to here, so I had to prop them up because they were getting. But now they got little, a little sturdier. So these ones are not so leggy. And then I got my cayenne pepper. Nothing popped up yet. Nothing.
Okay.
And then this one called the big. Okay, that one can probably go over here now. She can graduate over here. But the yellow Peru pepper, nothing. And that takes 100 days. I think they said 100 days. So I don't know.
Yellow Peru pepper. Where you get that from?
I won it on a from a channel. So I'm trying to grow it so I can get the seeds because she only sent me like 4 seeds. I'm like, my God, like on rations.
That's all you need, though. You need. I only plant 2. When I get 4 or 3, I only plant 1 or 2. That's it. So
Okay.
what did you say about the burdock growing in your area? Burdock can grow in the cold area?
Yeah, it's been growing here for years. But
oh wow.
Okay.
You made me so happy with that. Now I want to plant some.
Yeah, burdock is a cold hardy crop.
I did okay. So somebody recently on a channel, the same lady who sent me those pepper seeds, she said something about something called gobo. I'm like, what's gobo? So when I looked up gobo, it is burdock root, and she's in Canada.
I got that variety.
Gobo, yeah. So
there's
gobo
like 4 or 5.
is like the other name for it. So then the lady, so when I looked it up, I'm like, that's burdock root. Then I realized everything that I grew up we called them burrs. They had those little balls on them that stuck to your clothes like Velcro. We call them the burr plant. That's burdock root. So all in the wilderness when I was going hiking when I was a kid, all of that was burdock root. And it's in my backyard. I'm like, fuck it.
Wow.
Time. Yeah, it can grow in very cold climates and it comes back every year. You can't get rid of it. You cannot get rid of it. So that's the thing that planter always says. The same herb is called different names and you don't know the other name for it. So if I didn't look up what she was saying, I wouldn't have known that the gobo is the burdock root because she don't know it by burdock root. So I was like, okay, cool. So it does grow here. So I'm sure it's in Alaska somewhere in some wilderness bush with the moose stem out there growing.
Okay, James Franklin, it is good for the blood and many other. Yes, it is. It's good. It have a lot of benefit. It's crazy to me that people almost struggle to get burdock seed because it's an abundant. Oh wow! Yes,
yeah, you don't need the seeds. You don't need the seeds. Yeah, wow. It grows wild in the north, and yes, exactly. It grows wild.
I'm gonna have to. I got some seeds. I got like 3 different types of burdock. I was like, what in the world? I've never even seen this. And it was something about that burdock that you're talking about. I guess that's the reason why I bought it is because it has some kind of, tolerance to cold weather, I guess.
Trust me. Once you plant it, you can't get rid of it. So it'll keep reseeding itself.
Yeah.
I've seen it all my life on the roadside. Did not know that was the same plant as burdock root.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some research now because I don't forgot why I even got it. That variety. Because mine didn't say medical uses, I don't think. It was something that I bought that didn't say medical uses.
Okay, let me see what Nikki's saying. Nikki, I'm growing some new variety of tomato, pepper, and eggplant. I definitely grow new things. Yes, you definitely should try different things. I think you should always add something to your garden. I really do. You should always try add something new. Even as one plant, you should try. Let me see what's going on in the chat. I've heard the Amish around here use it to heal burns. Yes, they say for also skin burns. Okay, 50 said when good urban. Well, oh, man, I see you doing your thing. That's wonderful. For
Yeah,
real.
man, I try.
Yeah, yes, the leaves are used for the skin. Yes. I mean, it's so much herbs out here. We just got to get into. This is why I'm doing the challenge to that we could get back into herbs and learn about them. You know what I'm saying? Because look, since we're doing the challenge, I've been learning about so much herbs that I never even heard about before. So it is a blessing. It really is. Let me see. You will get
Yeah,
the
man, this challenge was a definite blessing because we've been sleeping on a lot of herbs, didn't really realize that it was right in my backyard. So now I can start,
exactly,
harvesting them and taking things to the next level.
exactly. No worries, bro. Okay. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Let me
Yeah,
see.
man.
21 can take 21 days. Pepper, okay. Mike said pepper can take 21 days for germinate. Okay. 50
Yeah,
love.
I'm gonna leave them there in the heat mat until something
Yeah.
something goes on.
Super hot. Okay. 14 days too soon.
Hey, Urban,
Yep.
you also said your special tomatoes germinated, right?
Some of them germinated, but I didn't plant all of them. I planted about 8 more tonight. Well, not tonight, last
Mm-hmm.
night and this morning. And I'm gonna plant the Rutgers tomorrow morning because I'm behind with my planting. But as I
Mm-hmm.
said, I was focusing on other things like herbs. I'm focusing on livestock and the fruit trees and getting my infrastructure. So if I have to buy starts this year, that's not really gonna really concern me too much because I
I
know
can
how to
dig
grow
it. I can dig
tomatoes.
it.
I know how to grow, stuff.
Yeah. So
But
I got a question.
my cannabis germinated though. I'm happy with that. It's my first time getting it to germinate.
Oh wow. I got a question for you. Do you know
Mm-hmm.
how to? You know how to clone?
I don't even know what cloning is. I don't know how to take the bush and make tea, and now to make the seeds germinate. I don't know how to clone nothing. I know that Lion Chris was talking to me one time on my live about the female and the male parts and all kind of different stuff. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
There's a
There is
whole
a
a
lot to
lot.
learn.
Okay.
And if you learn how to clone, you can secure your plants for life.
Well,
Learning how to clone.
that will be the next thing then because I know that the one that I have is very good. I got it from 2 different people and they
Mm-hmm.
both did well. They both did well.
Okay. Okay.
But I
Okay.
Okay.
didn't really label them, so it's kind of they cross pollinated, so I'm not really concerned with that. And all the seeds seem to be viable,
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
guys.
so that's good.
All
Yeah,
right.
because I had.
Okay.
Sorry.
Stay
Go
with
ahead.
saying and let me answer some question in the chat.
Hmm.
Okay, hold on. The picture look like very okay. I'm way back in the chat. I'm trying for yes. Once you get going, it's okay. Let me see.
Mike said he did a cloning video and I liked it. Yeah, but was it cannabis? I've never seen you grow cannabis, Mike. Maybe you cloned a pepper. Is cloning though just taking off a limb and propagating it? Is that what you mean?
I did a short on
I can't
cloning.
hear you, GT. I can't hear you.
Yes, and with cloning, when it comes down to special tomato plants, I think it's advisable to use a humidity dome as well with those.
Okay.
And that means that you can make one with like a water bottle. Like if you're using those little bitty Amazon, those little, or you get them from the $1.25 store. They're like
Mm-hmm.
terracotta color. But
Okay.
yeah, you use those and put a little humidity dome on there, and that seems to help. Thank you for
Okay.
letting
So
me know.
if cloning is propagating, then yeah. I thought it was different.
No, I'm sorry. That was a name that people use, and yeah.
Okay, so it's the same thing. Okay, then I can
Mhm.
do that then, no problem.
Yeah, it's gonna change everything. Oh, you gonna be like, wow.
So I'm gonna do that with my tomatoes. That's why I'm only planting 4 tomatoes, because I'm
Hmm.
not wasting time planting like all the plants. I'm gonna take the tomato limbs and propagate them and get as many as I want from planting only 4. That's less work for me, I think, than having to germinate like 12. Like, it didn't make sense. You got to work smarter, not harder, right? So that's what I'm gonna do.
All
But go ahead,
right.
planter. I think you wanted to catch up with the chat. Sorry.
Yes. Okay, let me get back to, hold on.
You had some questions that people want to ask?
Yes, some question was coming and let me see. Okay, LP. Hello, everyone. Oh, thank you, LP, for being here. We appreciate you here. Thank you so much. I had a good harvest. Okay, all right. Let me see. I just start inside direct. Okay. I'm going at the questions. All right, guys, please don't forget to support the planter HGC 2023. Your support is needed. There's a lot of new people up inside here. Please give them your support and encourage them. Let them learn about herbs. Let we all learn about herbs. All right? So don't forget to give them that support, push them, and let's get it done. It's getting closer. Were we in April? May?
Yep.
June.
April.
2 more months and it's there. So let's get going.
So what's the other channel about, planter? I saw the other channel the link was dropped. Is that also gardening?
Well, I've been posting different things on top of it. I don't
Okay.
really focus on the channel. It almost monetized.
Okay.
I think it need like 150 watch hour now. But it's a
Wow. Okay.
channel. Yeah, it's a channel I have for a while, but I never really do anything with it. That channel built for its own self. That channel gain all them subscribers by itself without me doing anything on it.
Wow.
Once in a blue mood, I might post a picture and talk. This year is when I really start posting, which is once in a blue mood. And you know what is crazy? I have videos on that channel that wrap up 20,000 views, 15,000 views, and I don't push the channel.
That's hilarious because I've never heard you mention a second channel.
Exactly.
And you're telling me it's almost monetized.
Exactly.
We're here working like dog to get little number.
That's what I'm telling you. I don't talk about the channel. One time I talk about the channel was one time I mentioned the channel. And that's when it passed 1,000 subscribers. I never pushed that channel. That channel work for its own self. So that channel teach me something. Because
The algorithm, right?
We're killing ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a channel you ain't doing nothing on, building its own self.
Wow.
You know? I have videos that wrap up 20-something thousand views on that channel. 600 and something likes.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? I never promote the channel, never push it. I just decide this channel will have to work for itself. If you notice, this is the one I push more than anything.
The planter one you push, yeah.
You see? Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. I guess you found a part in the algorithm that kind of just pushes your content out there.
Yeah, basically. Not all of them get big views, but there's videos on there that's 20, 15,000. And just growing. But
okay.
What I'm trying to do over there, I'm trying to create like have different people from different islands.
Mm-hmm.
That we every Friday night that we could talk about how the way the school, how far the food, how
Mm-hmm.
far you travel for go to school, how much miles just an
Just
enjoyable night.
yeah, that's
You know?
good.
So that's basically what I decide to do with that channel. I wasn't sure. I post little gardening from time to time, but it's not a channel I really promote. But it's almost monetized.
Okay. Well, somebody's enjoying it, that's for sure. Because if you're getting monetized, it means they're watching the videos.
Yes,
So that's
basically
good.
yes, yes. They're watching it, and there's a video there that I think it's 22,000 uh, views, and it have 600 and something like. I mean, if you got video with 600 and something like that, people that you don't know. You see
Exactly.
what I'm saying? That says something.
And then people for watching video overseas. I pay them and I join membership to get their videos push,
You
and
don't
then
need to
still
do
can't get
all of
them
that.
numbers.
You don't need to do all of that. You
I
just
know
love
people
it.
who have big channels and still not monetize because nobody's watching the videos. So how
You
does
got
that work? That
you
means
gotta
the
love,
math ain't mathing.
you gotta just love the channel them let them grow, man.
Yeah, I think it's organic is better than to go and grow too fast and then it's not real and no one's
You
watching your videos.
that's the thing. So you just do what you gotta do, you know, and let it work for itself. I believe that.
So what trees did you get? I saw you did a video a few weeks back. You went to Lowe's or whatever and bought some fruit trees. You bought a cherry tree,
Yep.
and what else you end up buying?
I bought a cherry tree and a pear tree. I
Okay, what kind
also
of pear?
plant, yeah, I also plant buy a tree, a plant. But the bark of the plant is have so much benefit. It's a flowers, but it grows a tree. But the bark and the flowers that the blossom, you could use the blossom and make tea. The
Is it
flowers that
lilac?
it puts
I
out,
don't lilac. You talking about lilac bush?
no, no, no. Oh, God, it's red, red, red something. I can't remember the name. But I had was to buy the tree. So I'm trying to create a food forest where I could just walk out and eat fruits.
Uh-huh.
I can just walk outside and get fresh herbs. I can just, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh,
Now,
Fifi saying you need a pollinator, but I don't have a pollinator for my pear tree.
that's what they said. They said that you got to use two of them. Because
Well,
I
you know
got one
what?
too.
My pear tree is five trees in one. It's a five species. Maybe that's why.
That's exactly why.
It pollinates itself with all them five different grafts. Okay.
Yeah, I think you have to have at least two pear
Mhm.
trees to actually get it to produce fruit.
Pollinate.
I
Okay.
believe that's what somebody said. I don't know.
No, they're probably right because mine's a five species pear tree. So whatever it needs, it's getting it from the one tree. So that probably makes sense. Because my dad had two pear trees, so that probably is true.
So when you say, Fifi, I need a pollinator for the pear tree?
Yeah, you need usually get two different pear trees because they have to pollinate each other.
Okay.
Because even with persimmons, you need two. No, not pawpaw. You need two pawpaws, otherwise you won't get no fruit. It needs a pollinator.
Apple the same way, I think too.
It depends
Well,
which apple.
I do believe
I
the
got the
apple.
5-in-1.
I do believe the apple the same way because I had an apple tree that only produced flowers. Every year it produced flowers, but nothing. So what I did this year, I went and buy another apple tree. So I'm waiting to see what's gonna come out from that. But someone told me I have to get another apple tree in order for it to
I'm not sure. I
pollinate
have to
the
look
other
it
one.
up because I think sometimes as long as you have another fruit tree, it will be enough. I don't know if you have to have the same tree to pollinate the pear. I'll have to check because we only have one apple tree and the apple tree is fine. But there's also pear tree and a cherry tree, so maybe that's why it's fine. I don't know. I have to read it up because every tree is different. They have their own special, because the fig tree is self-pollinating. That's why I got 4 figs, because they don't need no pollinator. I don't have to have them all in the same spot. So, and the
Okay.
peach tree, same thing. I don't have to have multiple peach trees to get peaches. Yeah,
Okay.
and Granny Smith pollinates all the other. Yeah, I'm looking into 5 and 1 apple. I bought 2 apples, 1 pollinator, the other each. Okay.
We only had 1 pear tree growing up, and we got plenty of fruit. Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Granny Smith apple tree is a great pollinator for many. Okay. So Granny, okay, all right, okay, all right. Granny Smith apple tree, okay.
So you have to go get some more trees planted. You have to go shopping again.
Oh yeah,
A couple of more.
oh yeah.
Yes.
But your squirrels are gonna eat them off. So you have to watch them squirrels.
You know what? I don't know what happened last year, but they didn't do me anything last year. I don't know
Maybe
what
maybe
happened last
somebody
year.
poisoned them. Maybe somebody get sick of them and poison them.
Maybe the neighbors, because the neighbors have their stuff too. So maybe, but I was able to get pear last year. I did video with it. The year before, they tear down everything. They leave 1 for me the year before. 1 up, 1 pear. One
And they're gonna be 1 peach too, right?
yeah. They,
What did James Franklin say? What that said on that planter?
crab apple tree will do well with any other apple tree. Crab apple?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They have a couple of them around the neighborhood. That's one of the trees.
We saw your bag.
everybody
We saw your bag, GT. You had a whole bag of apples from your video. Him go
Yeah.
shopping in the public tree there. I would too. It's right there. No one wants the fruit, so you could go get it.
Okay.
Yeah, but they let me. I don't want to. Yeah, just stay here.
Yeah.
Better ask permission. They got
Of
some
course.
fire.
Okay. If you have a neighbor with a similar tree, that helps too.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. If your neighbor has a tree, it'll oh, the dirty apples. No, it wasn't.
That's maybe if we had 1 pear and 1 cherry. Okay, so you had 1 pear and 1 cherry and you never had a problem. Okay. So I guess they work for each other.
Yeah, they must have worked together. Maybe.
Hi, my Renaissance grandma. How you doing? Thank you
And
for
if
being
somebody
here.
else has a pear tree within a certain amount of distance, it will still work.
Or do you live in do you know if you have a pear tree close? Okay. We had the only fruit trees in the neighborhood. Okay. So I guess since you had the only fruit tree in the neighborhood, maybe the 2 was walking for each other then. Okay. Always learn. This is the thing about gardening. You always learn something. This is the thing. You always open up because there's so much to learn.
Okay.
A tree that's similar to a crab apple. Okay. Dirty apple. There's one named Dirty Apple too.
No, he's talking about GT because he had all them apples from the tree, and him dust them off and eat them. But
okay.
He's being saucy.
Now, the first time I did a live, I had dirty apples. The apples that came off the ground. I was at my job, and the person that lives by my job, they have a tree like that. And so it's outside of their fence, so it's fair game. So I went over there and I picked them off the ground, and it's for my chickens. And I called them dirty apple because people was like, "Why don't you try one?" I was like, "I'm not eating these dirty." So on my last video, I said these are clean apples in the video, and that's what he's referencing. So yeah.
Yeah, James, you're right. So much to learn, but you will never know it all. Nope.
You know what? My
Because
neighbor has a tree and he never harvests the fruit. So I want to take his apples and get into the chickens because that would be, yeah. I'll give his apples to the chickens and when it comes. The same thing, crab apples. He don't eat them.
Mm.
Yeah, he had apples in his pockets and everything in his sweatshirt.
I
Yeah.
lied. I'm hoping to eat some apple this year. I lied. But you know what?
Apples make good preserves.
Yeah, you know the frost. Listen me, the frost that passed a couple weeks ago on my plum tree. That frost lick off all the plum off that tree.
Mm-mm.
It already had on plum. It scratched up all of them and turned them black and just all of them fall off the tree.
Frostbite, yeah. It burned them
Yeah,
up with the frost.
you can eat crab apple, but they are not good. They are really.
They're
You can
tart,
eat them,
but
but they are not good.
yeah. They're well, it depends on your taste buds. They're tart. They're kind of sour, but some people like them. Some people love sour stuff.
Oh,
And
he
some
don't
of
know.
them
He
they
don't
get
like
about
the
this.
taste. Okay.
I've seen some that get about this big around. They're really really nice and they're kind of sweet. But on my video, it's funny.
Mm, wow. But let me
But
see
I think you can make preserves with them and stuff, so you can always, but it depends on your taste buds. Some people don't like, I like Granny Smith. Some people don't like Granny Smith. It all depends on what you like to taste.
Okay, okay. Duval,
I,
I'm looking for a 5-in-1 apple. I bought 2 apple, one pollinator, one pollinate the other. Okay.
I got mines from Costco. It was like $23. The root system is not the greatest, so I took it out yesterday and I put some root stimulator in it. I got it in water, and then I'm gonna pot it up today. I'm gonna put some soil around it, but it's a 5-in-1. Of course, I got 2 of them. That's just the way I operate. But check your local, like Costco and Sam's and all that stuff. Sometimes they have those fruit trees, and they're affordable at that price. You just got to
Yeah, I'm
nurture
gonna go because I have to return the peach tree that I got from them last year. It didn't make it, so I'm gonna return it to Costco and then go look for a fresh tree.
and then they give you your money back too.
They have to because I didn't get not even a leaf off of it. Got nothing. So
You got a peach from Costco?
no, I said they didn't give me even a leaf on the peach tree. Nothing. It didn't grow nothing.
No, but you got a peach. But
Yes,
my Costco don't sell no peach tree.
That's why I bought it. I'm like, oh my god, I've never seen peach trees here before. So I got the last one, but the last one must have been faulty because I don't know, and it didn't make nothing. So I have to go take it back and see if they have peaches this year. If not, I have to go to the nursery and order them from the nursery. But I was so excited. I'm like, oh my god, they have a peach tree. It was like the I forgot the name of it, South Haven or something, some kind of something.
Red Haven. It does survive.
Yeah, Red Haven.
Yes, I know the one you're talking about. Mine don't have them though.
And I was like, man. And I ran and took the last one. And I almost licked at the old lady. I took the last one and put it in my cart because I could see it was the last one. And then she had to take the cherry tree. And then I think because of that, God said, no, it's not going to grow. So I forgot to take it. I was like, oh my God, a tree. And we ran over to the tree. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll try again.
I mean, the exciting time is coming, man. It's right around the corner, man.
I'm telling you.
The plan. I mean, I couldn't listen me. I know people anxious, man. Right now, I might say I already start planting, but it's so much stuff I implant that I used to already plant already.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the weather. When you wake up on morning, it's like freezing. And
Yeah,
I
and then
really
it's
don't
hot
want to
at lunchtime, and then it's yep.
yeah. I don't want to put the plants through that because they're gonna keep them from they're not gonna grow, they're just gonna be there struggling.
I left my plants out there last winter, and if you look at those plants, the plants them look like they never go through no winter. Only 2 of them died, the 2 kohlrabi. The rest of them look green and fresh and lush. I
What kind
covered
of
them with
plant?
blanket and left them there, and they're fine. I don't
What
know
kind of
why.
plant?
It's cabbage, Brussels
Oh yes.
sprouts, and those cold ones. The strawberries are coming back nicely now. The thyme is looking good. The scallion popping up, the chives. But certain
Yes.
plants can take a beating. But you have to put the parsley. I covered the parsley, but the roots. I don't know what's going on in my garden. Nothing but potato bugs. The roly polies are everywhere. Every
Mm,
pot you go into, it's roly polies. So I think
mm.
they're digging up my roots and eating up my plants.
Okay,
Because
okay.
the parsley should have made it. I covered it with a plastic to keep it warm in a like a grow greenhouse, and it died.
They do come back by me. So I mean cabbage too. Cabbage could take a beating too, no? I'm telling you, cabbage could take some beating from the coal as well. Let me see. I brought a
She
peach
bought a
stick
peach stick.
to supply in a bag. It's now about 6 feet tall and beautiful. Oh, really? 2 weeks ago, oh wow, nice peaches. Really? Oh, Shams, that's
So how
good.
much was the peach stick?
I think she's at $32.
That's for the tree, but she said she got a peach stick from Tractor Supply in a
Oh,
bag.
right. Nice
I don't
peach.
know. And then
Oh,
some saying she has apples at Costco, but they're expensive. You better buy from Costco because they have a good return policy.
okay.
So go buy it from Costco.
I need to go slice to mulch on some.
Oh, $14. See,
uh,
I would rather the $32 than I would, yeah,
okay.
because you have already fruit on it. So I would pay $32 for sure than to wait for it to grow.
Right. Hey, Pop Farm, how you doing? Thank you for being
Hey,
here.
Pop Farm.
Let me see. Most brassica cancer. Yeah.
I'm
Most
telling you, I have food right now I
brassica.
can eat that was there from all winter.
Wow, that's so cool.
He's seeing lots of roly poly too. Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, they took over my garden. And those red beetles, they're not ladybugs, the other ones, the counterfeit ones.
Mm.
They're so disgusting, those beetles.
The stick. Oh, the stick was $14, she said.
Yeah, and then she got a full tree growing food for $32. I would
Wow.
rather pay the $32 and be getting fruit
Hell
than to
yeah.
pay $40. I have to wait 2 weeks. Like that's how I work. I would rather just get the one that's gonna give me the most bang right away.
Well, James
Now,
Frank.
James, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, James Franklin said it's the easiest to grow. So does it still takes the same length of time? Because I have peach trees seeds in my refrigerator. I got a gardening refrigerator. I got one of them little small refrigerators. But I
Mm-hmm.
wonder, does it take the same amount of time, like 5 to 10 years or something like that, for peach trees to grow?
I don't know,
Yeah.
but I ain't got that kind of time. Whatever it is.
Then bet I forget the cuttings then. Cuttings go
Oh,
faster.
you mean the air layers?
No, like the cuttings, like you cut them and
Oh,
some
like
people put the
what Gigi
powder
does,
on
he
them.
did the rooting hormone. Yeah, like I would
Yeah.
do that, but I wouldn't go from seed unless you got time. I don't necessarily got that kind of time.
But I cut a peach from off my peach and just chuck it in the soil just like that. And I see it push and leave. I didn't even spade the bottom. I just cut, I was cutting back the peach tree and I just take it and push it down in the soil.
Mm-hmm.
And now I see it pushing green leaf without
Yeah,
doing
exactly.
anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I tried to catch stick from my peach tree and catch it, but even that didn't catch. So I get the tree was bad from time. The tree was dead from morning.
Right. Okay.
It looked like it was alive, but it must have been dead from a long time.
Yeah, could be. I ain't got 10 years to wait on the me
No,
neither.
sir. I don't have time for that. I don't
Me
have time for
neither.
that.
This is why I buy trees. I ain't got time to wait
I'll
on.
pay for a tree. I'll pay for it to ship too. I don't got time for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I pay $100 for a good tree. Here,
Yep.
I pay a good $100 for a good tree. Real
Yep.
talk.
I don't mind because at least it's gonna be producing fruits very soon.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
That's
He says
that's
he's grown it in 3 years, while others took longer.
Three
already.
years is okay with me. I could do 3 years. It depends on the kind of piece, GT. Okay, okay.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate that, James Franklin. Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, because I
Thank you
tried.
for that, James. Appreciate that.
I'm growing
Ooh.
pineapple from the top, but all now I don't know what's happening, man. It's struggling. Struggling with my pineapple.
I cannot get mines to do nothing. I
It
have
was,
killed
it
like
was getting
9
moldy.
of
I had
them.
to spray it with peroxide to kind of bring it back. I'm like, oh Lord, it's getting moldy. So I'm gonna have to plant her in a pot or something. But I don't want no soil in the house, so I have to figure that out.
I grow mango and pineapple from seed. Yes, I'm growing mango right now from seed, but I just wanted to see because I know I wouldn't be able to get no fruit from it, but the mango leaf have benefit as well. So that's the only reason I'm growing it because I know I ain't gonna get no mango from it.
I also want to try to grow hemp. I
Hemp.
don't know if that's legal in all of the 50 states, but hemp is a good thing too for fibers and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, I want to
I don't
get
see
me
why it
some of
would be
those seeds.
illegal. It's not the same as the other one.
Well, in Georgia, whew, Georgia's wicked with them laws. Jim
Yeah,
Crow is no joke. It's
uh,
Georgia crazy.
you don't want to play. You don't want to run any risks.
Georgia's something serious. I used to live there.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't want to run no risk, man.
I know I saw a documentary. Oh, Mike's saying it's illegal still in many states. 'Cause I know I saw a documentary where they're growing it in the states. I had a whole field of hemp.
It's
Mm.
so economically savvy to grow it. The materials that you can actually make out of it,
Right.
especially if you have like a loom or something like that, the
Yeah.
fibers are very, very durable.
Yeah.
I did some research on it because I was like, man, and then I got seeds for it allegedly, and hey, I don't play. I learned from you. When you were doing your live, you kept saying, I was like, okay, I'm gonna pay attention. It's good to hear from you though, Irvin, for real, for real. Yeah, but allegedly I got some seeds, but I don't know where they at. Yeah, so
I'm
I
saying
gotta look at some more.
it's legal in Canada. Okay. But I don't know. Clothing manufacturers, okay, they buy from Canada. Okay. Then maybe I
Mm.
should find some hemp then. I should maybe grow some hemp as well. But you
And
know
it
what?
grows fast.
Cannabis
Like
is
it would
illegal.
destroy the industry as far as trees, as far as lumber.
Yeah.
Hemp is a beast. It is a beast. I did a little research on it. It's a beast though, for real.
Who knows
Things have
about?
been illegal for generations. People still did it. So it's up to you, the risk. But as you said, it could be dangerous in certain states. But, you got to weigh the pros and the cons because people here been growing marijuana from beginning. They always had a plant in their living room. You go to any Jamaican people house, a Rastaman house, they have a ganja plant right in the living room, big, big and tall. You can't tell them nothing.
Hey, hey,
They
Papa
never stop
Sam,
growing.
thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Um. Okay, everyone talking about the hemp that has a million uses. LP is saying hemp has an awesome history. For one, during one of the World War, farmers were encouraged to grow hemp and help supply for ropes and whatnot. Okay.
Mm.
I know they sell hemp seed. Well, hemp, for cereal. Yeah, I buy hemp. It's good for hemp milk too, but I guess they can sell it, but you can't grow it. I don't know.
Mhm.
They cornering the market like that. Yeah, you can buy the
That's
hemp.
what they do. Same with the stupid what do you call it? The
Yes,
hooch, the what do you call it there? The liquor back in the day. What do you call it? Can't remember what they
bootleg
call it. The what was it called again? The
moonshine.
moonshine. Yes, and you can't have no moonshine, and then everything's always up about a market share.
Mm.
They want to control the market share.
Crooked place to do. Okay.
Yeah, if they can't make money off of it, it don't make sense. Look at the industry when it comes down to the special tomato. Once they figured out how they can tax it, it was more acceptable. They slick
Exactly.
with it. They slick
Exactly.
with it.
So slick. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all about money for them, not about just. I find it hilarious how they can control what you can grow and you can't grow. The plants are not the problem; it's what people do with the plants. You can't really control that.
Mm.
Opium is made from a flower, so you can't grow that. You can't grow poppies.
I tried to look up how to. Never mind.
No, don't allegedly.
Yeah, there we go. Allegedly.
Everything has good and bad. You have to decide how
Yeah.
you're going to use it, but you can't outlaw a plant. Like, come on, that's just ridiculous.
Well, all right, guys. Thank you guys so much. I got to get running.
Yeah, man, no problem. Thanks for having us
I
up here.
appreciate you guys for coming up.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks everyone who come out tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope the information we share tonight means something and could motivate someone. Thank you guys again. And don't forget, guys, tomorrow night, Friday, if you have time, you can check the other channel where we're going to be tuning in and talking about different, the culture.
Okay.
We could talk about the culture and talk about different things. You know what I'm saying? The food we eat, the mango, different names mango because in your country, like you might call a mango a name and I'm calling it a different name, but it's the same mango.
Same
You know what I'm
mango.
saying? Just like the herbs, I might be calling it something. So all this is kind of educating us. Who knows, it might bring people from the island who could share, who's still down there, who could tell us
Exactly.
about these herbs. Might be able to show us a picture. You see what I'm saying? And who knows?
I'm telling you.
You might
The
be able
herbs
to
are gonna save the herbs are gonna save us. I really believe they're gonna save us, especially with all the health things coming up and all the problems people are having.
That's it. Yes.
I got them books, and I believe that them books are going to be the way of the future because if you know a little bit, or if you can research, reference some of that material, that's going to be vital, very vital to you. I don't
For
rely
sure.
on the internet for things like that, especially with herbs.
No, because they can block what you can access. So get those books for sure.
Well, I mean, if you could, because you have a lot of books too, showing you the plants and giving you the name and the benefits. So you could walk out in your garden with one of them books and search see if you find any of these plants. So I think it's because in case the internet down, in case there's no electricity, you have your book that you could
Right.
still. So we love the internet, we love technology, but sometimes you got to remember if there's no electricity, you know what I'm saying? You
Yep.
still have things to turn to.
Yep.
Yes. So, all right, guys.
All right. Take care.
Wait, Urban, you still got snow in your vicinity?
No, the place hot like fire. I sweat. It's hot today. And the next week it's gonna be cool, but it's hot. I had the fan on, I had the t-shirt, and it was hot.
Wow.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
We still got snow here.
No snow. Dry. I'm gonna drop seeds tonight, not tomorrow, with bean seeds. It's that warm.
Try the jicama. Drop the jicama seed.
And the carrot. I'm gonna drop a whole bunch of seeds direct sow. I'm not doing everything in the house. It's gonna be direct sow because it's warm enough.
Okay. Well, all right, guys. Sorry, I gotta run.
Yeah, I know. We keep talking. All right, just cut it off. Just press N because
I to cut you guys off, but I gotta get running.
All right, bye.
All right, y'all. It was good seeing y'all.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. Thanks everybody for coming out tonight. Appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget, every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, let's talk about gardening. All right? Peace and love to everyone. You guys enjoy yourself. Have a blessed and wonderful night. All right? Peace.